Hello everybody, this is Scarecrow, and we're back with Ark the Lad. I think we're just about done with this baby. We got out of the Forbidden Ruins. I got so much gear. I'm going to show you what I equipped everybody with when we hop into this battle. But I also went back to the area with the water shrine, and I got the cheer trumpet for Poco. Turns out, when the water guardian said to kill a bunch of enemies in that area, he meant it. So if you do that, and you go back and talk to him, it's like... I think the thresholds are every 10 enemies you kill, he'll give you something different. And so I got a goddess amulet and a cheer trumpet off of him. Those are the items I got there that were pretty good. The goddess amulet actually cuts MP consumption in half, which would have been great in the Forbidden Ruin. I kind of wish I had done that first. But, anyway, we're ready to move on to the final area, Sabatico Falls. Let's go ahead and make our way in here and beat these guys down, because I don't think we're going to have any trouble. So, equipment, what are we doing here? Ark gets the hero crest. He gets the rune ring, which I looked up what it does. Apparently it makes your spells stronger, but they cost a little bit more magic. So we'll see how that works out. Hit scroll, attack hit success up. And I gave him the Phantom Gauntlet for extra offense. Chungara, plus 30% defense, XP from the Guardians. So I think that would have been really handy way earlier in the game if I had equipped that King's Image, if I had gotten it way earlier. I believe I picked that up in the ruins somewhere. We have the necklace, which is HP boost on level gain. I gave it to him because he has the lowest HP out of everybody. And I also gave him the hyper boots for boosted agility because his agility sucks. He is very slow. Next, Iga. I gave him the DL's Fang, which is a counterattack damage boost only for Iga. He still has the Hell Scope on for the extended Shinganho range. We went Senior Bandana for attack hit success and HP recovery with the Healing Charm. I don't think we'll need the Healing Charm there, but, you know, just makes him even better. The Great Cane that we got in the Forbidden Ruins went to Gogen, plus 70% offense is kind of crazy. He has pretty low offense to begin with, but that kind of makes him, you know, average on attack, I suppose. He still has the Prayer Beads, which is a boost to magic ability. I gave him the Hawk Statue to protect from silence, and I also gave him the Goddess Amulet to reduce his MP consumption. Poco, I gave him the Music Book, which boosts his magic ability. He has a Hawk Statue to prevent silence as well. I also boosted his dodge ability because his defense really sucks. And I gave him an Elder Charm to also maybe get him more blocks. Because his defense really sucks. So, Tosh, you've got the Book of Flower, increases his hit ratio. I'm not sure what specifically that means, if it means hit rate, hit percentage. I don't know if that's what that means, but gave it to him. He got Yukari's Crest, which gives the paralyzed status to the Oka Raibaku Zen skill he has. So now I have a couple different moves that should be able to paralyze with him. Give him the Sun Hat so he can also recover HP each turn. I gave him the Phantom Sword, but I'm not quite sure how that actually works. I don't know if he needs it or not, so I might switch that off, because when I was going back and I was getting some of the... You know what? Maybe we go Deity Fist here. Strength against certain foes? I don't know what that means. Okay, I don't know which enemies count as certain foes here. There's some pretty cool ones here, related to enemy item drops, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, let's give him the Warrior Charm, I guess. We'll give him a little bit more defense. Kuguru. She has the Seabreeze Harmony, which it looks like this is some sort of shell or something, but it heals all friends each turn, which sounds great to me. I also gave her Ryla's Hairpin, which recovers full HP. I don't know if that means each turn, or whenever you cast a healing spell, if it will cover all their HP. Like if I resurrect someone, they come back with full health. That might be what it does. Hawk Statue, of course, we want our casters not to get silenced. And I gave her the Phantom Shield for extra defense, because her defense is also pretty bad. So there we go. That's what I have everyone equipped with. I did pick up... What is this down here? The Book of Kravis. Global Status Protection. Okay, that's actually not too bad. Maybe we'll put that on instead of something else here. Like, not being immune to all status ailments does sound pretty good. And I think that's it. That's like the main other thing I picked up. Yeah, hit scroll. Yeah, all the rest of this is stuff that I've seen before. There's some decent stuff here. I apparently can't get the other romancing stones because they are located back in Tuval, and Tuval is burned down and destroyed and everything's awful there, so we can't get those two. So if you want to get them, make sure that you get them when you're supposed to, which is way earlier in the game. Just constantly go back to Tuval, I guess, after every story event, and you'll probably get it. There's some other items I couldn't get either because you have to go revisit areas repeatedly, and I didn't do that because this is just like a random Let's Play, and I had no idea I had to do that. But that's just kind of the stuff you gotta watch out for some of those special items. It's kind of a thing where probably on your first playthrough you're not gonna get it, but that's fine. So let's start moving up here, get everybody moving in. I'm not too concerned about what these guys are gonna do, because what are you gonna do, guys? Like, sure, they might do a little bit of damage, but I think we can handle whatever they're gonna put out. We made it through the Forbidden Ruins. These guys are nothing. Gonna do a Dust Ruin? How much does that do? 7 damage? Good luck. Yep, keep moving them in. Iga, come up here. Go ahead and slam that dude. Woo! 159. That's what I'm like to see. Kukuru, let's have you hang back a little bit. We don't need you to be right up in everybody's business. I don't know if we'll recover if we'll recover our MP after each fight here or not. I assume we're gonna have to fight multiple things. Let's throw out a Divine Judgment, see how much this does. $52? Okay. Not the worst, not the best. Even with the boots, Trinkar is still the slowest. Okay, big swing there, 140, great. 7 back, excellent. Alright, Arc, let's go ahead and move up here. Iga, go ahead and take this guy out. Ooh, didn't get him. Poco moves in. Arc Ghouls are moving down. Now these guys might actually be a little bit scarier than these Arch Fiends that are in front of me. Only 2 on a regular physical attack. Dust Ruin will do a little bit more though. Probably about 20. Oh, 13. Okay, that's not too scary at all. Let's hit him. He's looking like he's already about to pass out. 14 damage there. Okay. So we do need to be a bit concerned, especially for these squishier characters that I have coming up here. How much does she do on a regular attack? 40's not bad. Gogen's not even gonna get into range to get into the fight, I think. Let's see here. Yeah, let's hit here. Aw, dang. I thought he was on this tile, but he's on this tile. Which means that I can't catch 3 of them with the Gale Flash, unfortunately. Oh, I was really hoping that would hit him. Changara, let's move up a bit, and let's maybe summon Fujin. Why not? Actually have you do some stuff here. Break out your summons. Alright, cool. Iga, finish him off. Come on. These guys are pretty good at defending themselves. Let's see here. Step 2 here, and let's go ahead and throw the Shinkuzen to the right, right? This is the one that got paralysis as well. Yeah, we'll Shinkuzen this Arc Ghoul. Oh man, 274? That's crazy. That is such good damage. I love to see that. Alright, Poco, I would love to actually move you up closer, but we're not going to do that. We're going to Lion Drum this guy. Get lasered. 100. Hey, not bad. Looking actually kind of nice here, guys. Finish him? Not quite. Kukuru, can you finish him? There it is. Alright, go again. Once he gets up here, those guys are getting wrecked. Iga, please hit, dude. How's your health looking, actually? Okay, we need to start being a little concerned about him. Let's summon up a... Where's Raijin? Yeah, let's get Raijin out here, too. We got Raijin and Fujin. Summon on the battlefield here. Arc Ghouls moving down. Now there's a lot of them in range of each other. So we'll get some good stuff going with that. Dust Ruin, okay. Eee, 50 is quite a bit. Probably want to draw Tosh back a little bit, just in case. Let's see. Can I... Does this hit everybody around him? No. Alright, let's just hit this guy pretty hard. He'll get paralyzed from it, too. 270? Okay. Didn't paralyze him, though. I guess it only has a percentage chance of working. Ooh, 35. Don't love to see that. Gotta get these guys moving in here. Arc. Oh, look at these guys all grouped together. You know what that means. You feel it in your bones, don't you? It's time. We do a big Gale Flash. Ba-ba-boom! Hit all 5 of them. Yeah! Oh, that was great. Get absolutely wrecked, dummies. Let's have you step back, actually. Let you get some health back. Probably a good idea. Kukuru... How big is the range on your Divine Judgment? Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Hit them both for about 50, that's not too bad. Gogen moves into range. Yeah, okay. I think that catches both of those guys, alright? Yeah. This should be a pretty good hit. Yep. Easy. Go ahead and move him up a little bit, and we can Shinkuzen to finish off this Arc Ghoul. Boom! Oh, man. 270 is crazy, dog. Alright. I'm gonna Lion Drum this guy. Get him out of here. Kick him to the curb. Changara, I know you can do it. Oh, come on, man. I believed in you. Arc jumps through, takes a swing. Nice damage. Takes 1 in return. Yeah, okay, buddy. Raijin, go ahead and swing back on him. 6? Okay. Whatever. Time to do this move. Yep, that'll do it. Tosh up here, hit him. That's another one down, and we got 1 left. You know what that means? Divine Judgment. Get toasted. No, not quite. Let's see, Gogen can't quite reach him to do a regular attack, so I guess we'll go with an explosion. Don't know why the voice clips have glitched out at this point, but we're not getting those anymore. Yep, there we go. Thought that would be pretty easy. Because, I mean, we're about as strong as we can be. Sabatico Falls exterior now. Moving in a little bit more towards where the Arc Ghoul has set up. We all chilling? If we press on, we might not be able to return. Is everyone ready to proceed? Of course. Gogen, lend me your power, if you please. Yep, there we go. Use the stones. Guess we made a door in the back? Okay. Yep, let's all go in. One at a time. Gogen's going last. It'd be funny if one of them tripped going in there as they're walking in the water. It'd be pretty good. It'd be a nice bit, you know? Once again, love the scenery. Absolutely fantastic. Sabatico Falls interior. Here we go. What are we running into in here? We already took out a bunch of Arc Ghouls, so I don't even know what we could be fighting that would be tougher than that. But I guess we'll find out. This is the Arc, huh? Well, here are the 5 stones.
am here to lend my power to those pure of intent. The purity of your hearts must be determined before my blessing is bestowed upon you. You must first battle the manifestation of your inner conflict to purify your souls. Only then shall you be deemed worthy.
Battle your inner conflict, huh? I have a feeling about how that's gonna go. Illusion World. Yep. Okay. Is this the final boss fight? We gotta fight ourselves. Alright, yeah, I think we can handle it. Tosh, let's move in. You know what to do. You gotta cut yourself down, bro. In fact, let's cherry blossom slash yourself. Show him the ultimate move! Ha! He's paralyzed too. Alright, perfect. Arc. Well, I think we know what we gotta do. Gale Flash. Pretty much everybody. You gotta be kidding me. You guys are lined up like this? You gotta spread out. It's bad for me, though. Because if they start to, do an area attack... Oh, okay. I already took that out. Cool. You know what? I think it's time to do the tornado move. Oh, man. You know what would go crazy hard? If I could get Iga here and then use that move where I... Basically the Earth Slash move. Just cut down all that line. Oh, man. That arc over there is already in critical condition. Alright. Well, you know what to do. Engulf foes with the tornado. Let's slam them. Tornado slam! Oh, my God. 2 more of them down. Guys, what are we doing here? Here comes the Divine Judgment. Oh, bye-bye. Yes. Go again? I think we know what's coming up next, right? A Diamond Testo! Okay. Yep, Changara, you know what to do. You must look into the mirror and kill yourself. Okay, guess that's it. Woo! Get rocked, dummies! I'm the strongest in the world. Try to come at me with my shadow cells. Like I ain't gonna beat that. It's like,
oh wow, you really beat them up super fast. That's kind of crazy, actually. Hold on, let me see if I can come up with... Oh, you are truly one of the chosen. This is not the birth of some power new to humanity. That which can save mankind is the same as from time immemorial. The powers of love, trust, and hope have always been here to protect this land. But the power of these were forgotten as humanity grew apart from nature. Eventually, the way itself was lost. Ark, pure of heart, and full of noble intent, the treasure of the Ark has always been here. The trials you endured to gather the Power Stones were a test designed to prove to yourself the strength of your intent. Now that you have erased the doubt from your heart, you can work to unlock the power of love in all humanity once more. Once that is accomplished, the power of good radiating from humanity will be gathered into the Ark, preventing the return of darkness.
Text was kind of going on its own there, so even though I wanted to riff a little bit, we gotta move. Story's moving.
Receive now the power to complete your mission, Ark.
Oh, I'm flashing. Ark gained the power of bravery. I thought we already had the power of bravery, to be honest. Kukur received divine power. Okay, yeah, that makes sense too.
The world has been sickened by the greed of humanity. The beast realm feeds on this greed and dark desire. But both man and beast will perish without your help, Ark. This is not the end of your journey, brave warrior, but rather the beginning.
Oh, there's gonna be a sequel.
You must use the power you have gained and the knowledge you have gathered to return humanity to balance with nature. However, now that the Ark is unsealed, the Dark One will intensify efforts to stop you.
Oh, he's got something else in his pocket?
It would be wise for Kukru to remain in Saria to maintain the seal holding the Dark One.
With her divine power.
Ark, lead the people of this land and help them return this land to the place their forefathers knew.
At last, you have come to understand the meaning of your destiny, Ark. Do not fail us.
I'm not going to remember what voices I gave all these guys.
Your efforts have opened my eyes to the good in humanity again. I await news of your success. You have arrived at a crucial crossroad for our world. Bear the load with dignity and you shall succeed.
Just kind of assuming what their voices were.
We shall be watching as you call on the power you have been granted to right the pain of this world. Ark, I believe that you possess the ability to right the wrongs of humanity. Thanks to your efforts, and the efforts of your companions, a bright future may finally be possible. However, that promise is fragile indeed. You must act quickly to see that it comes to pass.
Okay. That it then? Save complete. Oh dear. What are we oh-deering about? Oh.
Ah! You have led us to the Ark. Good work, boy. You shall not live to see it if I have my way. If you wish to live to see another sunrise, I would suggest you reject any foolish impulses.
That's how many guys you brought? You're gonna need at least 100 more.
Get in there and search the cave. I want that Ark recovered in one piece.
Yes, sir. So they stole the Ark. Okay.
We found it, sir. Very good. Now take them. You shall not take me alive. Tosh, no. This is not the time. That's better. Perhaps Ark knows that we yet hold the villagers of Tuval in our prison. His level head may have saved his mother's life. Or perhaps it didn't.
Edge of Tuval. Oh man, this is kind of a downer ending, man. I got super strong, took out all that stuff, and now I'm getting arrested.
Why does the ground shake? I don't like this. And so it begins once more. What? The shrine is rising as the seal weakens. The Dark One comes.
Oh. Oh, okay, well, I guess that worked out for us. No! Kookaroo!
Kookaroo! Ark! We've less time than I thought. We must leave, now! Find the shrine Gogan spoke of, and do our best to contain the power of the Dark One. I'll do my best here in your absence. Good luck, Ark! Come, we must move away from the divide before we are consumed. Kookaroo, Yes? I shall see you soon. Farewell.
Nah, that's not what you wanted to say. I know that's not what you wanted to say. You want to tell her you love her. That's fine. You can do that. Don't be embarrassed. Oh, cutscene time. Oh, whoa. Whoa, that's looking kind of crazy. No, why did we cut away? I wanted to see more of that. Whoa. This is crazy. This is the end of the game? Surely. Man, we really stopped in the middle of the story, huh? They were expecting you to buy all of the Ark the Lad games. What a nutty cliffhanger. We are literally on a cliff. Literally, Kukuru was hanging from that cliff. There's Andel. Sir, our search is ongoing. Unfortunately, Ark and his companions are nowhere to be found thus far. Well, just look for a giant airship flying around. Once the ground begins shaking, all hell broke loose up there. A rock tower just jutted up from the rift in the ground. It's chaos! And so, the prophecy's fulfillment begins as the tower reappears. Soldier, cease your search for the present. There are precious few places left for them to hide. They shall be mine, eventually. Man, it is wild that nothing ended up happening to him in this story. I guess that's gonna happen in the next game. Oh, I think we're... Yeah, this is actually an FMV again, isn't it? And wild ending. The party gets split up, we lost. And now we gotta deal with the Dark One getting even stronger. Great. Cool. Well, I guess it makes sense that we didn't go up to level 99 then, because then how much stronger could we get in the next game, you know? So stopping at level 60 makes sense, I suppose. Man, Ark. You gotta let Kukuru know how you're feeling. You guys kissed. I mean, come on, it's right there. It's in the open. Just find the feelings in your heart. I know, you guys got a big weight you're carrying on your shoulders. But you gotta take time for the things you care about. Looking off at the sunset. This is a Mega Man X ending right here. Oh, this song is beautiful. Violin, so sweet. So it's actually so bittersweet. This moment we have here. But the journey continues. Evil still reigning supreme. Humanity still on the path to destruction. Our bonds stronger than ever, but split by just the geography of what's going on here. I mean, we could pick Kukuru up, but she's got to stay back and help with the Ark. Help with keeping the Dark One sealed or whatever. I assume we'll end up running into her in the next game as well. I actually am very curious about how the next game even begins. Because what's gonna happen? We still have a significant amount more that we have to accomplish. Thankfully, I made sure to get just about everything I could out of this playthrough. There are things that I can't go back and get. So are we at an actual ending here now? Okay, yeah, there we go. Probably the credits. Yep, alright, staff roll. So, Ark the Lad, what do we think about that game? Well, I think it was very enjoyable. I really liked all the scenery, of course, as I talked about multiple times throughout. The scenery and music were excellent in this game. Characters are maybe a bit lacking. There's not really... The characters are all interesting enough on their own, and I like them as characters. There's not a lot of deep motivation. It's very much on its face what it appears to be. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that it doesn't have significantly deep characters in the game. The plot itself, pretty interesting and something you'd see in a lot of 90s JRPGs. We have a society that is overusing the resources of the planet, causing the planet to enter into a death spiral, pretty much. And you go out and you seek the guardians of each element to try and restore the Earth and humanity back to what it wants to be. It's a similar thing, I mean, you know, that's the story of FF5, that's the story of FF7. I mean, there are a lot of Final Fantasy games that are actually like that. It's also the story of... Actually, if you think about it, there are just quite a few RPGs that have this as the overriding theme, don't they? But as for I guess the main thing we gotta focus on when we think about Arthalad is the battle system, because, I mean, it is a tactical RPG, right? It's that kind of game. Generally, the characters all felt nice, and, like, they had specific roles that they fit into, which is kind of cool, and they aren't your typical RPG roles. To some extent they are. Obviously, a lot of games will have some sort of heavy-hitting fighter, like a Tosh, and a monk, like an Iga. But then you also got a summoner in Chungara, and the way he works is summoning the little guys. Even though he is slow and they did not seem very strong, that could have been better if I had maybe gotten him more levels. Chungara kind of lost a lot by having such a low agility. In a game where you can gain experience per attack and per item use, being limited in how many times you get to go kind of hurts. Although if I had had that item that gave me the experience from his guardian summons, that probably would have made it a little bit better for him to gain experience, and he wouldn't have lagged behind so hard as some of the other characters. I felt like the use of all the different instruments with Poco was pretty interesting. It's a good take on a bard character. And he actually had some very good instruments to use. Like, the range of his healing harp was crazy at its max level. It was actually the best healing spell I had, because it could just hit everybody. There were some instruments that I didn't really think were that great, like the one that set the angles, like set your facing of your characters. That would be useful in, like, very minor circumstances, I think. So that one felt kind of not impactful. But the other ones are, you know, your kind of basic buffs that you would enjoy getting, so good bard character there. We had Gogen, the mage of the game, of course, and his whole deal was that the spells were very powerful, but they did not have a big range. I actually found that the, like, Arc and Iga were better for hitting big groups of people, because Iga had Shinganho and the Tornado move. Kind of interesting how good Iga was for crowd control, despite being, like, the one-on-one fighting monk kind of character. Because, yeah, the Tornado was great, the Earth Slash, I guess it's not an Earth Slash, but the one where he shoots his shadow self forward or whatever. That move was pretty good. You could hit multiple guys with it. I mean, very interesting characters in terms of how they all feel together playing with them. And I didn't feel like any of them were particularly bad. It's just that Chungara felt a little lacking, and that's mostly just, like I said, because of his agility. And not being able to get experience off of summons until you have the item you need to get the experience off the summons. If I'd had that earlier, I think it would have been a lot better. But yeah, overall, very fun game. Music, of course, fantastic. The, oops. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I think Windows Update wants to go again. Every week with this. Messes with my, recording sometimes. Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. Oh, okay. So they actually got, like, a full orchestra setup doing this. This is crazy. Looking great here. Yeah, anyway, very fun game overall. My top points for it would be that the music is great, the settings are fantastic. and overall it feels pretty fun with all the characters together. I think it's a kind of a simple tactical RPG. There's not a whole lot of considerations there that you need to be thinking about. So it's actually a pretty good starter tactical RPG if you're not someone who is very familiar with the genre. I think it's a pretty decent place to start because the characters are all pretty easy to understand how they work. And they've all got their specific roles that they go into, and there's none of the deeper tactical RPG stuff of like trying to figure out how you want to level up your character or like class changes or anything like that. It's a very straightforward thing you can do, which is I think pretty good overall. It's a nice thing to get your feet wet for the idea of with the idea of tactical RPGs. Anyway, that's where we're going to end for today. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you want me to play Arc the Lad 2 down in the comments below. We'll probably do something else in between, but we will be coming back to Arc the Lad at some point. But if you'd like to see it sooner than later, let me know down in the comments below. Anyway, this has been Scarecrow, so if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all very much for watching this series, and I will see you in the next one. We'll have a new game in a couple days. Looks like we've come to the end of the credits. I guess we'll see if there's any sort of after-credit stinger or anything like that. Yeah. To be continued. Yeah, of course. That ended in a point where nothing was resolved. I mean, we resolved the first arc of the story, I guess, which was getting the stones and opening the arc. Now the next part is using the arc to hopefully stop the Dark Lord or whatever. This game is Arc the Lad, this PS1 collection is Arc the Lad 1, 2, 3, and Arc the Lad Arena, which is another game. I'll have to figure out if Arena comes in between any of the other ones in a spot. We'll have to figure that out. But anyway, should be pretty good, fun time getting through the rest of the games as well. So that's where we're going to end. I will see you all in the next video. This has been Scarecrow, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Yeah, no after the credits. Okay. See ya. Bye bye.